Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here once again, back in Beam. This is going to be a short video to go over the small update I posted last night to my Adjustable Addons pack that's out right now. The 4572 headers before were more of a really blank gray texture. With the help of Mike Bev and re-UVing them, they are now able to be skinned, and they now have a new default texture of chrome. So, should help you make some pretty cool custom trucks with those headers. I know they were like a little bit odd looking because no matter what you put them on, they're always just gray and there's not really much you could do about it. Now there's like a texture file you can edit the material file, and it's good. And if we were on a map with the sunlight, instead of like this one being at night, and turn on dynamic reflections, you would see that it is in fact chrome. We get all the cool chrome effects. If you run without dynamic reflections, then it's just a polished steel gray or like silver-ish. So it's cool. It looks more like it should, I think. Because, you know, the pipes are metal. They should look like metal instead of like half broken gray material. So that's fixed. And there's only one way to show this next one, so we're going to actually go and look up me, and we're going to find a truck with a front engine setup. Let's go ahead do faked, because faked is a front engine setup. Just gotta find it. There it is. So here's faked, it's got a front engine setup. If we go over to the exhaust on it, we'll find a new option for 572 long headers. And these are the same headers you saw before, but they extend back and are bed shakers. They shake the bed sides. Not really, but you know. It's a new look. I think they add a little bit of weight. I'll see if I can reduce the weight maybe for another small micro patch. But, you know, cool new pipes if you wanted to make like a little bit more accurate Bigfoot retrofoot with the front engine and the pipes coming out to the back. This is a little bit better. I didn't try to make them like that. But, you know, based off the 4572 headers, but they are heavily like edited to fit up front. So you can see they kind of come out the engine and then they go back up so that they can snake through one of the chassis pipes there. And it actually looks pretty cool. And I gave them a little flange out the side here so that, you know, they have an angle to them, not just straight pipe. They look cool to me. And these have the exact same chrome effects. If you were on a sunlit map, it would be really cool looking. On a map like this at night with nothing but dirt, it will reflect, surprise, surprise, almost nothing but dirt. Yep. For the next thing I added to this game, we need to go to a different map. We need to go to West Coast USA or some track with a drag strip. I just know West Coast USA by default, so we're going to go over there. And these loading screens are in the Adjustable Add-on pack. If you have the Adjustable Add-on pack, you automatically have these cool loading screens. I might separate them to be their own mod eventually, but for now, They are within this one, so they don't have to download anything else. And it's a normal mod. I don't know why some people think you need to like go and replace in-game base files and stuff like that. You don't. Just a mod. And here we are. West Coast USA. This is a actually good sunlit map. I'll be able to show those headers for real this time. All chrome-like. And there we are. Nice sunlit map. If we go over to options and put on the reflections, there we go. Super chrome. They look cool. Alright, so next thing, we don't even need to be in CRD because this is not a CRD mod. This is a regular vehicle mod I did. We go over to the series. We'll spawn this one up here. That might sound a little bit familiar to you. I don't know why the like glowy effect for the tailgate is always on now. That's kind of annoying. We have a little bit more power. You might have been able to guess what I've done. You just cannot stop in this. That's right. If we open up this hood, in fact, hang on. Can I do this in like first person mode? No, you'd think you'd be able to. That's kind of dumb. Oh well. Yank open the hood. Prop it open, and that is, in fact, a CRD Merlin engine that I put into a D-Series truck. I'll try to get into the sunlight here. There we go. It's fully animated and everything, and it doesn't not fit, but I will admit there's some clipping. It's not perfect. It's just something I did for fun. And it's exactly the same as regular CRD, except it uses gasoline instead of the usual alcohol. If I bring up the torque curve app, which I should have done from the beginning, but there's a Beam update, and they got rid of all my apps. Move it over here so you can see it away from the controller overlay. And here you can see 1400 horsepower in a D-Series. A bone stock D-Series with nothing else added. It doesn't drive too well. It's way too fast for like its brakes. And the engine is pretty heavy, probably too heavy. But it's taken directly from CRD. And you can still tune it, like you can go to the supercharger settings, amp it up. Right here. You get something stupid like 2000 horsepower. And there we go, 2500 horsepower. It's just actually dumb. And of course this radiator is not built for this, so driving for like 10 seconds even, we're already overheated. But we can go pretty fast. So if you wanted a stupidly fast D-Series, here you go. You might think it's good for drag racing, yep. Don't worry, I am one step ahead of you. If we go over to D-Series again, we'll find I've already made one. Yep, same engine, this one tuned for 1600 horsepower. In the stock D-Series drag pickup. And this uses a drag transmission, which better deals with the engine insane power. We only have front brake, so we actually do need to use the parking brake to actually slow down in time for this turning up here. And normally, you can't get the long bed drag version to do wheel stands, but if you go and boost the supercharger to the 2500 or so horsepower from before, then we can finally do wheel stands in the D series. I don't think you could ever do this before without some other insane engine mod. A little bit of a wheelie there. We'll give it another try just by launching. There we go. And over the barrier we go. Actually survived okay. That's not normally how a race at a drag strip, or a crash at a drag strip goes. That's more what I was expecting. Destroy everything. Lose a wheel. The D-Series is not the only vehicle you can put this engine into. If we go to the Roamer, we also have something similar. So, you think it's just a normal looking Roamer with a customized hood? It lines up to you at the drag strip. Launches. It's got 1400 horsepower. And it goes across the line at 155 miles an hour. And smokes you. Again, brakes far too weak for this amount of speed. Normally, we're using the parking brake to help slow down. Pretty insane. And again, the engine is fully animated. Just gotta come on there. There we go. What is it doing there? But yeah, it's in there. And there is the drag version of this as well. So if we go to the Roamer, we see I put it into the drag racing variant as well. And this one, I guess, is the shorter wheelbase makes it much happier to do wheel stands and get really bad crashes. But if we angle ourselves to the left, we should be okay. Oh. Well, if you're not an idiot on the throttle, there we go. We can get a good launch, and we can be ridiculously fast. No anti-lock brakes on this, and the brakes are line locked normally, so you can do burnouts. Yeah, if you're not on the drag surface and you try to put full power down, it's almost always wheel spin unless you're in a high gear like the automatic box has done here. But yeah, you can take the 540 from the CRD and put it into a car and see why cars do not normally run with 540s. It's just something stupid I decided to do in like one day. Should I have done it? Who knows? Probably shouldn't have, but it's done. By the time you see this video, it will be out, and you can download it now. Maybe I'll put monster truck engines in other vehicles, but right now these are some of the bigger ones that could almost handle the power. If I try to put it in like a Covet, it just physically wouldn't even fit. So, don't expect that anytime soon. But, you know, it's something stupid. That's going to be it for this update video. We have fixed textures and new long pipe options on CRD. And we've taken the engine from CRD and put it into some gravel vehicles. Just because. I'll do one more wheelie into the crowd, and that'll be this video. Perfect. Thanks, Game Boy. I'll see you all in the future.